Good morning. Welcome to Broomstones Curling Club for the Junior Nationals. We're here for draw 22. And on the mic today, Sharon Cutter and my friend Mike Lannon. On
Hello.
the video is Amy Holdorf. And we're just underway here with the matches this morning. On sheet 1, we have Lindgren versus Haig. On sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke. That's our featured game this morning. On sheet 3, Stubbe versus Flippo. On sheet 4, Christensen versus Solem. On sheet 1, the Linden-Haig game, Team Haig has a 6-2 standing, so they're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, and they're playing for position within the playoffs at this point. On sheet 3, the Stubbe versus Flippo game, Team Stubbe has a 5-3 record, so they're also playing for a spot in the playoffs. A win in this game this morning will guarantee them a spot in the playoffs. On sheet 4, the Christensen-Solem game, that's the game between the two top teams at the moment. They both have a 7-1 record. So the winner of this game will be in the number 1 spot for the playoffs. The losing team for this game could potentially be in a multi-team tiebreak. So featured game this morning is Schroeder versus Brekke on sheet 2, but we will try to show as much as possible of the other games, especially on sheet 4, the Christensen versus Solem match.
These are all the last games, the round robin here?
For these teams, yes.
Yes.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our gold sponsors, Dunkin' Donuts in Lexington, Whole Foods in Wayland, and Brooms Up Curling Supplies.
Looks like she's drawing around.
So on sheet 2, this end, Schroeder has hammer.
Comes up as a corner freeze guard. Asking for a peel takeout. A little narrow.
I think you need to speak up a little bit more.
Well, they got rid of one of them. Looking for the corner freeze or draw in.
So Team Brekke with 1 stone on the 4-foot on the button, then the 3 guards are up front right now, and Team Schroeder looking to clean up some of those guards since they have hammer.
Oh, just missed the double in the back.
So this looks like it could be an interesting first end here. It's not going to be just a clean sort of trading stones kind of end. Team Brekke here looking to put another stone in the house behind the guards. Oh, just past the guard. Nice draw. Team Schroeder again looking to open up the center to get access to those 2 stones.
Looks like she's asking for a little more ice this time.
We are back to more typical winter weather here today. The temperature this morning was in the low 30s compared to the 60s we've had for the past couple of days.
That's good. That'll freeze up our grass parking lot for the finals.
Call for guard.
Yep, calling for a guard.
Sweeper's working hard on this one.
Yeah, she threw it a little wide, so they're really trying to pull it back and get it over the hog
Looks
line.
like it's going to be over the hog line, not by a lot.
Yeah, but it's not in the middle. Is it over? Yes.
Well, yeah, there's still a port there that Schroeder could use to get into at least one of those stones.
Did partially block the run back, though. As you mentioned, Sharon, all the other 3 houses are pretty open right now. This is the only one with lots of stones in play.
And this is going to hit the guard. Shooter's going to roll out. So they did open up the center.
Mm-hmm.
Team Brekke looking to block that back up again.
Did you see how deep she called this?
I did not.
Okay.
Over on sheet 4, Christensen versus Solem. Christensen has hammered this end, and we're getting ready to throw the first of the skip stones for Christensen. There's currently 1 Christensen stone in the top 12. Only 1 center guard. Looks like they're discussing maybe a tap up or a draw. So she has the possibility here of taking 2 in the first end. The Brekke guard looks like it kind of over-curled. Three stones to go here in the Schroeder-Brekke end. Schroeder with hammer about to throw her first stone.
Oh, they're sweeping hard. Looks like it might be light.
Past the guard. It's definitely not going to be shot.
Yeah.
So Team Brekke still sitting 2.
Mm-hmm.
With the last stones for each skip to go.
There was a blank on sheet 1 to start the game. Ooh.
On sheet 4, Solom just threw a takeout against 2 stones of Christensen, but took one of them out
And tapped the
and
other
tapped
back.
the other one back. So Christensen here with her last stone has a draw for a second point. And on sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo, Stubby just took 2 in the first end.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is possible that on sheet 4 this could be the game tonight again, right?
The same game?
Yes.
Is that true?
Because they're both 7 and 1, so
What's
on sheet 4
what's tonight?
tonight is the quarterfinals.
Oh, you're saying in the page playoffs?
Yeah.
Did Christensen get the second point? I didn't see it.
I couldn't see.
So Team Schroeder here throwing their last stone.
Looks like it's going to be pretty hard to get in there for 1, but maybe she's just trying to cut down.
It's definitely got more weight than the last stone she threw. It is curling.
It's coming back.
It's coming over. It's gonna tap and roll out. So Team Brekke looks like they steal 2 this end. And Christensen did take her second point over on sheet 4, so that game has started up with Christensen 2.
It's interesting. As you mentioned before, in the first ends, people often play it very open. And the 3 sheets that played it open, the people with hammer either scored or still have the hammer. And on the sheet where it was junked up, we have a steal of 2.
So just to recap the importance of the games this morning for people who are trickling into the video today. On sheet 1, we have Lindgren versus Haig. Team Haig is guaranteed a position in the playoffs at this point. They're playing for position within the playoffs. On sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo. If Stubby wins here, then they are in the playoffs. On sheet 4, Christensen versus Solom. Those are the 2 top teams at the moment with a 7-1 record. So they are also both guaranteed positions in the playoffs, but are playing for position.
Technically, I think the team that loses that game might have to do a playoff to still get in.
There's a possibility of a tiebreaker there. There's currently 2 teams with a 7-2, with a 6-2 record.
Yes.
So depending on how those games finish out, there could
Yeah.
be a tiebreak there for sure.
Right. I guess you're right. They're guaranteed to continue after this game.
Right.
How's that?
They're guaranteed to be in the playoffs. We just don't know what position the losing team will end up in. So the Schroeder stone here is about half covered by that center guard. Team Brekke calling for a hit on it. Looks like the stone was inside. It's going to come on. It's going to hit that guard.
Mm-hmm. They might get the run back here.
Need me to do something?
Oh.
Good. Curling zone. Huh? Curling zone.
So now the Team Schroeder stone is actually a little bit more covered than it was before.
Maybe just
Look at that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Team Lindgren just made a nice takeout through a port to knock the Hague stone out of the house. So we currently have an open house on sheet 3, about halfway through that end. That's the Stubby versus Flippo game.
Asking for a takeout.
On sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo, it's Stubby 2, Flippo 0.
I do like the way their outfits are color coordinated to their brushes. Have you noticed that? On sheet 2?
On sheet 2, are they?
Yes, they all have hot pink little brushes too. Ooh. Oh. Trying to get it out, and it stays in.
So Schroeder currently with 3 stones in the house. That stone on the back of the forefoot could be a possible freeze target for Team Brekke. Looks like that is what they're going to call.
Yes. Even if she comes up a little light here, there's a lot of jam potential. So, oh, they're sweeping it wide. They really pulled it out when they swept.
The stone?
Yeah.
It actually seems like it's staying wide, doesn't it? It looked like it wasn't curling much. It's actually heavy also.
Well, as soon as she let go, they started pounding it. So
The call was for freeze, but I
Right.
think it was heavy, so now it just tapped out that back stone. I think maybe not quite all the way. It looks like it might still be biting. I'm going to say from the overhead it's not biting. This stone also looks a little heavy.
yes, that's coming.
Was the call for a tap, or was the call
I think it was for a draw.
just draw? That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
She's gonna get a little split here, so they should
Gonna
both
tap
stick
her own
around.
stone, and
Well,
rolls
that
back to
really
the.
worked out well.
On sheet 3, the only stone in the house is a Team Flippo stone on the top 12, half in, which Team Stubby is about to hit.
Well, looks like it's just gonna be a peel here.
We will be switching back and forth to different games this morning. We do plan to show as much of to show some highlights of Stubbe and Flippo, Christensen, Solom. It's a little harder for us to show highlights on sheet 1 with the Hague game because the cameras are fixed on sheet 2.
She's going to have to clean some stuff up here. This is curling quite a bit. She doesn't have a lot of handle on it. As you might have heard from other broadcasts, we had sanded our rocks a few weeks ago, and one thing I've learned is if I don't have a good handle on it, it tends to move sideways. So,
yes. So Team Schroeder here drawing another stone in.
Looks good. Maybe a little heavy. Gonna draw right down to their other one. Little tap.
Can we switch to sheet 4? We're going to move over to sheet 4, Christensen versus Solom for a moment. They have 4 rocks to go in this end. 2 of Christensen's stones on the back 4 foot, and Solom just threw a nice shot to sit right in front of them. The first of the Christensen skips rocks is now underway.
She's looking for a little tap. Oh, it looks good.
And she does tap the Solom stone just enough, I think, to be 1 and 2 herself.
At least one.
At least 1. It's hard to tell from here if it's 1 and 2.
And it's not up on the screen yet, so.
We'll be over to sheet 4 momentarily.
There we go.
That's not 4 yet.
On our featured sheet here, we're going for a takeout.
Amy, that house cam, I don't know if you know, that's sheet 3. Yeah. The house that you just saw being cleared was sheet 3. We're still moving cameras over to sheet 4.
On our featured sheet, red is drawing for counting 4. Lindgren takes 1 in the second end. She had to hit and roll inside.
What happened there?
1 red.
1.
You're welcome.
So Solom now going down to throw the first of her 2 rocks. Looks like this is going to be a hit.
Looks like it's going to be an upweight hit with that broom. Oh, this one might go through. Nope.
On sheet 2, Team Schroeder just threw a draw and it went to the back of the 4 foot. So Team Brekke definitely has a pocket there to come down into. Team Schroeder currently sitting 4, but lots of opportunities for Team Brekke to just come in there and sit on one of those stones.
There's a lovely pocket there.
Schroeder with hammer this end.
Oh, she's on the guard.
Oh, and
yeah.
Solom hit the guard.
Yeah, she didn't have much broom on that one, so she was coming hot.
This looks heavy.
Yeah, they were sweeping it.
This is we're talking about the Brekke draw here.
They were sweeping it like crazy, and it's it's going to be wide. That's too bad.
She taps out the back stone, so Schroeder currently sitting 2.
And if they tap that out, they could be 4. She's drawing for the button for 3, and if they happen to get it, great.
So Team Christensen getting ready to throw their last stone of this end. They're looking for a guard.
They're sweeping for line.
I think the call here might just be for a draw.
No, yes,
Sure, but
yes, they were looking at the tap, and then they decided
so
right
maybe,
for
I
the
think,
button.
Yeah, now it looks like they might be sweeping it for the tap.
Yeah,
What they don't want to do is
Is
tap
tap
out their own
out
stone
their
by
own,
accident. They'd rather
which
just
is
take the
where
3, but I
they're
think
going.
that's going to happen actually.
they're gonna end up with 2 this way. Yep. Oh, it's stuck.
No, it is 3.
That's the advantage of the second end,
So
where
3
the
for
ice
Team
is still a
Schroeder.
little sticky. That was interesting because she had called the shot to the button, but then had actually put the broom out for the tap. So she had options.
Yeah. Solom getting ready to throw her last rock of the second end.
What do you think she's trying to do here? Trying to get 1, I think, at this point.
Yeah, she's trying to get. It must be a tap on that stone. Not sure what other shot she has for the broom. That she's.
Yeah. Unless she's just trying to draw in. We will find out in a moment.
We need mics on the skips. Sweeper's on it for weight. With a lot of encouragement from Solom.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
going to
it's
be
good.
light.
They might need to measure. Oh, just 1.
Oh.
I'm on 4.
On sheet 4, the score is Christensen 2. For the first end, it was Christensen 2, not Solom.
Okay, and that just
Yes, we're fixing the score on the scoreboard. It is currently Christensen 2, Solom 1, we believe, based on. I mean,
no.
Christensen 3, sorry.
Yes, they
Christensen 3, Solom 0.
exactly.
I'm on sheet 4 still.
I may as well go back to sheet 2.
Yes.
So sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo is currently tied at 2 each. With an open house, they're trading stones now. We're going to swing back over to sheet 2.
looking for a hit to clear some rocks on sheet 2.
Ooh, nice promoter. Uh, 2 and 6. So Team Schroeder just keeping it clean. They've got 2 in the house. Remove the Brekke guard. Stubby and Flippo still trading stones on sheet 3.
What's interesting here is you have no idea what the time is.
Yeah, we don't. That's true.
Over on sheet 4, we have a red hidden behind a red and a yellow hidden behind a yellow. And looks like we're going to draw another one in.
Yep. Team Solom with hammer and Team Christensen throwing. They're on second stones.
Nice double on sheet 1 to open it up. It looks like Lindgren's going to have to put that back.
Yeah, Team Haig has hammer, and they're looking at 1 Lindgren stone on the back of the 4-foot, a couple of corner guards, and Haig with a couple of stones on the back 8, back 12.
Oh, no.
Is that going to make it out?
Oh,
Still
they
trading
did it.
stones on sheet 3.
Yes. But that was a tough sweep to get it out. Drawing in on sheet 4. Solom has drawn to the center. A little tap back. And Christensen will follow it in.
And sheet 3 was a blank. So that game, Stubby versus Flippo, remains tied at 2 each after 3 ends.
Oh, it's going to overcurl. Oh. Got it. Oh, missed it. Haig is drawing on sheet 1. She was drawing to a pocket and was a little wide and went through. So Lindgren is sitting 2, and she's looking at how she would like to guard this.
With all 4 skip stones to go on sheet 1 for Lindgren and Haig.
Is Solemn sitting 3 or 2 on sheet 4?
Solemn, I think it might be 1. I think there's a red stone behind.
Oh, okay. So the red is the second counter?
I can't tell.
I know, we're very far away and at the wrong angle for that sheet.
So what's still on Vice Rocks on Christensen versus Solom? Oh, it's gonna flat. That's gonna tick it.
Oh,
Just a tick.
yeah. Took out her own, knocked her own back. Lindgren puts up the guard with her first shot. Should we wait until this is it?
Maybe wait a couple more stones.
Okay.
These are skips rocks here.
Yeah, they're pretty much lined up right now.
So we're on Skips Rocks on sheet 2. We'll finish this end up over here, and then we'll flip over to sheet 4 for the end of the Christensen Solom end.
So I really enjoyed this week. It's been a lot of fun. From helping on the ice and
It's been a great event.
yeah. Although I am starting to miss curling myself. All I know is that I wish we could keep these rocks because there are a few people on our Tuesday night league that could use these.
The sensor handles?
Yes.
Yes.
We know who they are, but we won't say who they are on the air.
You want bells and whistles, not just lights?
Yeah. No, I think the lights will do it. When they flash red like that, there's no denying it.
Ooh, nice shot. On sheet 4, Team Christensen just ran back a guard into the Solom stone that was on the back of the button. So I think it's Christensen at the moment as shot. Solom looking to clear a guard.
Oh, we're going to tick this over back the other way? Oh, no, she took it out. Okay. Oh, no. That's good. That's what she called, right?
Yep.
Looked like it was going to overcurl there for a second and just replace it.
So the discussion here is for the last Team Schroeder stone on sheet 2.
Oh. There seems to be some discussion on sheet 4 between the skip and the vice.
On sheet 4 or sheet 2?
Sheet 4.
Oh, you mean...
The vice was screaming sweep and the...
calls, yes.
and
Differing
this-
opinions?
Yes. No, that has happened before.
I'm not sure what the call was on sheet 2.
It was a draw.
For a guard? Or
I think she was trying to draw through the port there.
So we have Team Brekke's last stone to go here, with Team Schroeder currently sitting 1.
Is this last vice on sheet 4?
This is last vice stone, yep, on sheet 4.
And there's a scream for heart again. Drawing right in.
I think red is still shot there.
Yes.
So, on Team Brekke, they just changed the direction they're going to come from for their last stone. They need to get around the Team Schroeder guard.
Looks, they're calling her off.
The vice is calling them off.
They were sweeping
And
for
now
weight.
they're on.
Yep, looks good.
Looks like they're through the port. It's going to be a good stone.
Oh, as long as it's not too heavy. Oh, good shot.
That's a good shot.
Great shot.
So Team Brekke ties the game up. So that's a 3-3 game after 3 ends. And we're going to switch over to sheet 4. So on sheet 4, we have 3 stones to go.
And quite a
Solemn with
cluttered
hammer.
house.
We do have a busy house here, yep.
So Selim has her work cut out for her because she has a rock buried between 2 of her own. Already into the 4th end here. Remember, I was going to leave after 2.
Yeah. So lots of discussion here about this shot. So over on sheet 1, Lindgren versus Haig, that's a tied game after 3. 1 each.
Going for a double in sheet 3. Looks like it's over curling. Sweep.
Second stone not quite out of the house.
Right.
So,
They are counter, but that could be only for a moment.
so Team Stubby here with hammer, currently sitting as shot rock on the side top 12.
Sweeping hard.
There is
Oh.
a flippo rock on the side back 12. Half out of the house.
So Team Solon went for the run back. Unfortunately, she did not get the hit, and she essentially just replaced the guard. So it's getting harder to get in there. It's going to be even harder after this red one comes in.
Yep.
It's setting up well for a steal of 1 for red.
The score on sheet 4 is currently Christensen 3, Solom 0 after 2 ends. Just finishing up the third end here.
Ooh.
And we'll be switching back to sheet 2 after these last 2 stones are thrown on sheet 4. They're just at the start of their end.
1 yellow in the house so far. So basically they're trying to get a guard inside so that she cannot do what she just did a minute ago again.
Call here was for a guard.
Or where?
I think on sheet 4, the call was for a guard.
Yes, the guard was called to go inside of the 2 yellows to prevent that run back again.
And to not allow them to use the guard
Exactly.
against them. Although it doesn't look like it's curling over.
No,
that
it
far.
didn't get buried. So now that's actually
Team
might
Solo
be helpful.
might be able to use this against them.
I think that's the first thing
And that's
she
the
went
first
to
thing
look
she
at.
immediately jumped on that rock. Yep.
Oh, look! Thank you very much. We only laugh because we've been there. It might not actually help her too much angle-wise.
Okay, so it's going to be a hit on that guard that was just thrown. Trying to run it back into the pile.
So it's really going to have to hit on the inside.
Last stone on sheet 4, Christensen versus Solom.
Lots of weight on this one.
That's too thin. Oh, but there was a ricochet off another rock. Nothing really moved.
No.
So that's going to be a steal of 1 for Christensen. Over on sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo. Team Flippo scored 1 in the 4th end. So that game is Flippo 3, Stubby 2.
And on sheet 1, it's still tied 1-1. With yellow in the front of the house. Trying for a takeout here. Great shot.
Okay, so we're going to swing back to sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke.
Oh, they only got 1 on sheet. I missed that on sheet 3. How do they only got one? Because they had 2 yellows in the house.
Yeah, I wasn't watching that
No,
game, so
I know we were
I
watching.
can't help you there.
I know. We're watching too many games at once.
They were chasing Stubby in that end, so I think that was not unexpected that they just took the one.
Well, before the last skip rocks, they had 2 in the house. That's what I was.
I'll flip I did?
Yes. They had that biter in the back and then the one in the center. So calling for the draw on sheet 2. This is the same shot they tried a few minutes ago, and they had to wait for it to get by that front red rock, and then it snapped and hit the yellow, so we'll see. It looks like they might have the same issue again. Oh,
It's by.
Oh,
it's
great.
By. That's a nice shot.
Yep. Oh, it's
not
overcurled.
quite heavy enough.
Yep. So now we know that draw is there.
Especially with that little bit, if it had that little bit of extra weight, it would have
Yes.
even been a little easier.
Right. Because last time when there was that crash, the yellow rock did move over a little, so it probably wasn't there before, but it is there now.
On sheet 4, Christensen versus Solom. Christensen currently has 2 stones on the back of the 4-foot, no guards in front of them. And Solom just drew a stone to the edge of the 8-foot behind a guard. Solom needing to play a little aggressively here in order to come back from this 4-0 deficit. Lots of discussion here and a
looks like
timeout. Timeout for Team Brekke. So we're going to swing over to sheet 4 while sheet 2 is on a timeout.
Calling for the peel here. Sweeping hard. Oh, nice. Oh.
Ran
Nice.
back the guard.
Yep, ran it back. I'm not sure I like that shot.
So Solom calling for a stone in the house to protect her
Mm-hmm.
stone on the side of the 4-foot there.
I think I would have liked to have peeled that guard on sheet 4. Right now, Christensen is starting to get Solom a little bit on the ropes, so she's going to take some chances this end.
You mean Solom?
Yes, so keeping it open might be actually a good thing for Christensen. Even without the hammer. Ooh.
So they just get by that guard,
Yes.
and Christensen takes out Solom's rock.
Mm-hmm.
We're back from the timeout on sheet 2, so we're going to swing back over there for a moment. The timing of these two games is actually nicely staggered, so we'll be able to swing back to sheet 2 for the end of that end, and then swing back to sheet 4 for the end of their end.
Oh, look at the girl now. That was a tough shot with the amount of curl there is on this sheet right now.
So on sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo, they're in the 5th end, and there's currently 3 rocks in the house. 2 of them are half into the back 8, and the skips were standing over those stones, studying them. It's probably not clear which one is actually shot. There's one red, one yellow. We have 3 stones to go in that game, in that end, with Stubby discussing what he's going to do with his first rock at the moment. Looks like it might be a draw behind a guard. On sheet 1, an update on that score, Lindgren versus Haig. They're in the 5th end right now, and that's currently Lindgren 3, Haig 1.
Oh, nice tap up. Oh, a little too much.
On sheet 4, Christensen versus Solom, there's currently 2 stones, one from each team, around the 4-foot. Christensen has one on the back 4, Solom on the side of the 4 behind some guards. It's not clear from this angle which is actually shot. They're both just biting the 4-foot. And we're getting ready to throw skip stones. We're on the first of Christensen stones. We have, looks like 2 stones to go on sheet 2, and then we'll switch back over to sheet 4. On sheet 3, we're about to getting ready to throw Stubby's last rock, so this is going to be the hammer. Flippo has a stone basically on the button, but wide open, so Stubby's going to want to hit and stick. If he does hit and stick, it's not clear to us at the moment if that would be 1 for Stubby or 2, given that we can't tell who's shot on the back of the house there.
Okay, so she eliminated the tap back on sheet 2, and now she's going to go for the corner promote.
And he rolled out. Stubby rolled out. I didn't see where the other stone landed.
No, I
Did you
didn't.
see the end result?
No, I did not.
See what they post. So that was a steal of 1 for Team Flippo on sheet 3. So score is currently Team Flippo 4, Team Stubby 2, and they're on their 5th end break. We're going to throw the last rock here on sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke. I think this is going to be trying to promote that red stone on the sweep line. They're going to have to sweep hard on that one. It's going to clip yellow there. Okay, so yellow with shot rock at the moment. And that was the last stone, so yep. So that was Brekke stealing 1. So Team Brekke 4, Team Schroeder 3. And back over to sheet 4. This is the first skips rock for Team Solom. And she clips a guard. I think the called shot was going to be a hit on the Cushinson stone in the 8-foot there. The 5th end break?
Yeah.
So I think on sheet 1, looks like Team Hague is sitting 3 stones in the 4-foot. They're about to throw their next stone. These are still vice rocks. Again, on that sheet, Team Hague already has a spot in the playoffs. This is playing for position. The Stubby Flippo game is currently Flippo 4, Stubby 2. They're on their 5th end break.
So it looks like Lindgren has herself in a little pickle here over on sheet 1. She needs either a whole lot of weight or something crazy to happen from the side.
Lots of studying of the rocks going on over there on sheet 4. Looks to me like the top red is out counting the yellow.
Yes.
Our angle's funny. I really can't tell about the back one.
Well, I think she thinks if she's trying to figure out how to get 2 though.
So this is the Solom hammer for end 4.
Oh, that didn't work out on sheet number 1. Now there are 4 yellows in the house. calling for a guard on sheet 1. Okay.
And sweeper's working hard on this one. And they're off. Oh, they missed the back red.
So
It is 1 yellow, though.
yes. So they are on the board.
So current score on sheet 4 is Christensen 4 and Solom 1 after 4 ends.
Ooh, on sheet 1, that guard came in too deep. Yellow has 4 rocks at or around the tee line, and they were just trying to throw a center line guard to keep her out of the middle there. So I think we're going to see a little weight on this hit.
I think we may want to get a look at the timers during the 5th end break, because it seems like the 4th sheet is significantly behind the other sheets.
Well, they haven't had an open end yet.
Yes, they've had very complicated ends.
Although that first one was a little open. Well, she cleared 2 of the 5 rocks out on sheet 1. Now they are all behind the tee line.
So this is intended to be a hit on the Brekke rock.
Yeah, it's going to...
And just misses.
Yes. In case you're just joining us, this is actually last night's 8 p.m. draw, correct?
Right, yeah. With the power outage yesterday, things got shifted by a draw.
So it's still the 8 o'clock draw,
Right.
just 12 hours later. Clearly someone here at Broomstones has some pull with the electric company. Because I heard they switched our electricity from coming in one side to,
Oh, did they? Really?
coming in the other, yes. So
Ah.
the side that we were originally coming in on was still out of power for quite some
interesting.
time.
Okay.
So
Maybe we have some curling fans in the electric company.
we'd like to think so.
If not, we should get some.
Yes.
Club members of the electric company.
Well, at least I hear now we know who to talk to.
This Brekke takeout is over curling. It
Yes.
looks like a miss.
It is. Okay, so that guard on sheet 1 came up a little bit outside, so the middle is still open for the hit here. And this is Skip? Is this last Skip rock?
On sheet 1.
Yes.
Haig has hammer, so there's one stone after this.
Yes, but this is the last
stone
red.
for Lindgren, yep.
Yeah. Oh, it looks good. She's looking for a hit and a little roll. Oh, and it's a great shot.
Nice shot behind the guard.
Yes. Wow. Did she roll out? What's that?
So on sheet 3, we have 2 flippo stones in the house on the button and on the top 8. Stubby stone on the top 12. You got a center guard that's stacked on top of that, and Stubby's coming down for a hit, but took his own stone out. So now we're left with 2 flippo stones in the house on the top of the button and the top 8.
And we will have a flippo corner freeze / guard / center line.
Yes, Solom did get 1 in the 4th. I guess, let's see. Yep.
And once again on sheet 4, only 1 rock out of play. So another cluttered house.
And Solom just made a nice freeze down on a Christensen rock in the 4-foot. Christensen with hammer, so she's looking at clearing some guards out.
Run back on sheet 3. Oh, got rid of 2. No, that's not right. You have it as 5-0. Should be 4-1.
That is Mike Lannon on the mic. He keeps threatening to go to work, but somehow that hasn't happened yet.
I swear at the 5th end break, I have to go. I came to do the ice this morning.
The score on sheet 4 for Christensen versus Solom has been adjusted. Thank you.
Oh, is it going to overcurl and fall out? Nope, they've got it. They held it nicely.
So Team Stubby just made a run back. They ran back a flippo center guard onto those 2 flippo stones in the house. They removed one of them. The other 2 split off onto the edges of the house, so they're now open.
All right, she's going for the double / hit and fall in front of the red rock. One or the other.
So the score on sheet 1, Lindgren versus Haig, is Haig 4, Lindgren 3. They're on their 5th end break. And Team Brekke throwing their last stone for this end.
Oh, this looks
They're
good.
going for a double.
Oh,
and
just a
miss
little
it.
too thin.
So Schroeder here for their last rock has a draw for a second point. And then we will swing back to sheet 4. After the stone. We got 1 stone to go on sheet 2.
Yes.
We wish we could show you some highlights of sheet 3 as well, but the cameras that cover sheet 3 also cover sheet 4. So right now they're pointed at sheet 4.
Drawing in for a little tap here on
Did you get
sheet
two over
3.
there? And
I wasn't watching.
I wasn't watching either.
I missed it.
Yep,
Yes,
so,
they did get the
Team
two.
Schroeder gets the second point. Score on sheet 2 is 5-4. Schroeder 5, Team Brekke 4, and they'll be on their 5th end break. So over to sheet 4. We have Skipstones to go there. Christensen with hammer.
Yes. And on sheet 3, Filippo's throwing his last rock. They were about to give him the red rock, but he needed the yellow rock. Too many games in a row, right? What color are we today?
Yeah, there are actually some additional stones in play on sheet 4. You can't quite see right now through the skip's body, or through the vice skip's body.
Last Filippo shot here. He's going for a guard/biter. Oh, he's drawn right in. Great shot. He's biting the 8-foot, so he has 4 rocks in the house, and he needs to draw for 1.
Tough shot, huh?
Yes.
Well, he's got a lot of room there. It's just a pressure shot.
Just a pressure shot, right? He even has a little backing, but it's still a pressure shot.
Yeah. Pressure shot for everybody.
Yes. Never mind a junior national.
It looks heavy to me.
But he does have that backing. It's got to come over.
It's heavy.
Oh, it's going to go
It's
through.
heavy. This is going to be a steal of 4 for Filippo.
Yes. Filippo is now in command of this game.
Wow. Do you think he was trying to tick off that outside stone?
No, he was just going for the draw.
Wow, just that heavy.
Oh, we're contemplating a shake.
So this is 8-2 after 6.
Oh, no, they're going to keep playing.
And they're continuing to play?
Yes.
I would too. I mean, it's.
Yes. But they did talk about
to
it.
guarantee a position in the playoffs. So.
Exactly.
I might have been off by a rock on my sheet 4 count before. This is Team Solom's first rock, Christensen with hammer. So we've got 3 rocks after this.
Yes, there is glass there.
Would be kind of nice if there wasn't.
Then this would not be called the warm room.
So Christensen getting ready to throw her stone. This be a draw through the port.
Trying to draw through that port. They're through the port. Now, great shot on sheet 4. Going right for the button.
Beautiful draw. Great team shot.
It's hard to tell who's counting. They're looking. They're looking. Still looking.
Yeah. If they can't tell, we can't tell from here. You think it's
I think it's yellow by the way she moved right away to come down to throw her guard. Possibly? I'm going with that thought.
Oh, did you call a guard?
Well, they stood over it, and then she came flying down and threw the broom way out there. So.
Okay. You think no, but this isn't the Skips Rock. This isn't the stuff. They're still hammered together.
Yeah,
So this is the last Solom rock.
yeah. She does not have hammer. It's clearly a guard. That rock served its purpose. Took away that port. They're checking it again. Looks like they only have the corner promote. Which side is the question. So they're looking at two corner promotes. It looks like the one on the left, which is further to the outside, is a little bit of a safer shot. Better chance of getting two. They haven't played much on the wall side of the sheet, so I think she's sticking to the curl they know.
Amy. So, she too is
Once they finish this up, finish up sheet 4. So this is the hammer on sheet 4.
Yes.
They're going for a run back of the corner guard.
Yes. Yes, they are. And they're saying, whoa.
I think it's too far outside.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Ooh.
So,
And
they're
they're
taking another
and they're
close look at the
still
stones.
not sure.
Are you calling for a measure? Did
Yes,
all
they
measure?
are calling
Okay,
for a
so
measure.
measure on sheet 4.
Yes. It looks like it's yellow, but red is just not quite sure, not willing to concede. And that's strictly from body language. We can't tell from here.
Well, I think this is actually probably a good time for us to take our little break so that we can catch the rest of the ends. So we're going to just take a 3-minute break here, maybe.
And I'm actually going to have to go to work now.
Mike's going to depart for work, as he has been promising.
Yes, I've waited as long as I could. It's hard to justify at 9:30 that there's still traffic, so I think I'm going to have to go.
Okay, well, thank you for joining me this morning, Mike.
Well, thank you for having me. This
And
has been
we'll
great.
be back in a few moments.
All right, goodbye. Thanks, guys.
Okay, and we're back. We had to reset the live stream again, so hopefully you're all back with us again. They just finished playing the sixth end on Schroeder versus Brekke, and we're not sure yet what the score was. They were playing a pretty clean open end. Time-wise, we just did a check on the clocks for sheet 4, since they're basically a full end behind the other games. They started this end with about 31 minutes apiece on the clock.
Yeah, so they blanked the sixth end on sheet 2. Did you choose?
So on the mic with me for the second half of these games is Britt.
Hi. It's only showing sheet 2 or sheet 4. Okay, sheet 2. Yeah, on North Dakota, on sheet 2, just missed the takeout here. It's a little down weight. Michigan is going to put a guard.
So once we get a little closer to the end of the Christensen-Solom end, we will flip back over there.
So here, Michigan's guard actually went through the house. So she gets another, North Dakota gets another chance at that takeout. They're sweeping it to keep the line, and it's a nose hit.
Over on sheet 4, Christensen and Solom, we currently have basically no guards. There's a Christensen stone on the button that Solom is calling a hit on. I believe it might not be a hit, actually. It looks too light to be a hit. Maybe she's putting another guard up. There's a Christensen stone in the back 12 as well, and a Solom stone on the side 12. Yep, so Solom's throwing a corner guard.
All right, so after that missed takeout from Michigan, North Dakota is now sitting 1. She tried to put another rock in the house, but she went through the house. So now Michigan gets another shot at that takeout.
Well, that was interesting on sheet 4. Solom was catching a rock. No, Christensen was catching a rock. The the stone she caught hit a guard that was not in the house and pushed it into the house, but they didn't correct it.
Oh.
So a Christensen stone just got pushed into the top 12 that shouldn't be there.
Did they not see it? Did they not notice it?
I don't know.
That's odd.
It does not outcount the Solom stone on the side 12, so it may not really matter, but it is definitely blocking a stone that it shouldn't be blocking.
And the head umpire is standing right there, so he must have seen it.
Huh. That's what I saw anyway.
Alright. And now North Dakota is taking that.
I think the way those two teams have been playing, the whole game has been in the 4 foot, so,
Okay.
12 foot is irrelevant.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be like this end as well. And on sheet 2, there are no rocks in the house at the moment. Michigan is throwing a draw. She's asking for a top 12 rock. And it gets there a little bit deeper in the top 8.
Well, interestingly enough, the Solom stone in the back 12 is now outcounted by that stone that got pushed into the house. It just got pushed back, so it'll be interesting to see if that mishap over there actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
Video challenge. I imagine it's one of those things that if you don't call it right away, you
it's
miss
too
your
late.
opportunity.
That's what I'm thinking too. I've never been in a situation like that, but if you don't call it right away, I guess that's it.
Oh, maybe we should flip over to sheet 4 for the last few rocks over there.
Right now?
Yeah, sure. So we've got 3 rocks to go on the Christensen Solom end. We're going to flip over to sheet 4.
Definitely more interesting game.
Over here.
No.
Okay.
Then here.
Just another comment on the introduction of Britt here. Britt, you've been done very well on the mixed playdowns front, right? Last year, I think you were in the semifinals.
Last year we actually lost the final.
Lost the finals.
Yes,
right?
at nationals against Washington.
Very close, very close. It was,
Very
a
good.
good game to watch on the live scoring. I don't think it was webcast.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, it was a good game. It was close.
That was mixed nationals. I might have said playdowns, but that was mixed nationals.
Yes. Let's see.
This
That's
is
the last
the
rock.
last rock for
Yeah.
Christensen.
Nice shot. Oh,
That leaves now 4 Christensen stones in the house with the Solom hammer to go. Well, 4 foot's wide open.
yeah. She just needs to be full 8 to count. A little bit of pressure though. She's drawing against 4. Take his own.
Sweeper's just keeping an eye on this. Just cleaning.
Looks a little heavy. She does have backing at the back of the house, though. No, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, slowing down.
Yep, and 1 for Solon. So back to sheet 2. On sheet 2, we have 2 more stones to go after this one that's just drawing into the house. Team Brekke with hammer this end.
Ooh.
On sheet 3, Team Flippo just took out their own stone. Team Stubby now has 2 in the house, and the call now is for stone to the top 12. So this has possibilities of a bit of a turnaround here.
Yeah, that's an important game. If Stubby wins, he is assured a spot in the playoffs. If he loses, there will be tiebreakers, probably. All right, on sheet 2, Michigan is now trying to take out that North Dakota rock. They are sweeping hard, but it's curling. Is she getting a piece of it? Yes, enough of it to hit it out. She's losing the shooter. So let's see if Brekke is going to take the point, or if she's going to blank that end
They take
again.
the point, they tie it up, or they
Yes.
blank it and try to get 2 next end.
Yeah, exactly. She's blanking it. That's what she did the previous end too.
So 7th end is a blank on Schroeder versus Brekke. So that remains at Schroeder 5, Brekke 4. On sheet 3, Stubby now has a stone on the top 4, a stone in the top 8, behind a corner guard, and a stone on the top 12, in the center top 12. How many stones to go here?
I think they are playing
Skips rocks?
Skips
Last
rocks, yes.
No, actually I see another stone there.
Yeah, well,
So,
'cause,
Flippo has hammer.
yes,
So
and
this is the first of the Flippo Skips rocks.
correct. He's calling for a takeout. He's probably trying
Through the port.
through the port. He won't be able to get a double on that, I don't
So he
think.
does take out the shot rock for Stubby. So currently Flippo is shot, though there is a port there.
All right. In our feature game, Michigan is calling for a center guard.
On sheet 3, the
Oh, no,
Stubby
it's not gonna make
takeout
it.
is going to hit the guard on the top 12.
Yeah.
He does roll off to the side of the 12-foot, so Flippo Stone currently is exposed, but looks like they're going
yeah.
to throw up a guard.
No, it's the last rock of the end, actually.
last
So,
rock of the
yeah,
end,
he'll
okay.
just draw for
So
a second
Flippo's-
point.
Flippo drawing for a second point.
Point,
Okay.
yeah.
Watching a lot of sheets here.
Yeah. Here on sheet 2, North Dakota was trying to get a rock into the house on the side, but this goes through the house again. And Michigan takes the opportunity to try and come around her own rock. Hi, Joni.
That's okay.
Sweepers on the flippo draw are working hard. Looks like they've got it though.
Yeah, it looks like they've got it.
Yeah, that looks good. That's 2.
2. They might shake hands at
So
this
the
point.
score now on there is going to be 10-3 after 8 ends.
And they keep playing.
Looks like they're continuing to play.
All right, so Michigan did not succeed in coming around the guard. North Dakota is trying to go to the wings again. It looks a little heavy. Nope, this one is going to stop in the house. Just on the tee line, actually. Just behind the tee line. And Michigan chooses to ignore that. She calls for a rock behind the guard, the center guard. So she's switching to a pretty aggressive game here. She wants to steal. They're sweeping hard to get it around the guard. It's looking pretty good. It's around the guard. And it's shot rock in the top 8 foot. So now North Dakota is going to peel the guard. This is the danger rock for her.
Christensen and Solom are on Vice Rocks. We'll flip over there in a bit for Skip's Rocks.
Yes, again, they have many rocks in the house, in the 4 foot and 8 foot, right? And North Dakota successfully gets rid of that guard. Now, Michigan calls for a draw or a takeout. Yep, final call is a takeout on that yellow rock on the side of the house. Yeah, you got a sweep. Alright, nice takeout with a little roll to the back 8 foot. Should we switch over to sheet 4?
I think we should switch over. This
Can we switch over to sheet 4?
on sheet 4, we're
Thank you.
at the
It's going to be Skip's Rocks here.
last Vice Rock for Christensen. Is that true? Yeah, Christensen
Yes.
has hammer. Not sure what the call is here. If she's just going to draw another one in on top of those two, or if she's
She-
guarding it.
Oh, yeah, not sure.
house on sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke, is currently just it's empty with just one Schroeder stone on the back 8.
So that was a guard. On sheet 4, Solem is trying to guard her 2 rocks in the house. She overcurled a little bit, so those are probably still open.
So this is Christensen's first skips rock. And going for a hit on those.
Yep. So the rock is away. Let's see. They're sweeping it. Well, they cannot quite agree.
Oh, she gets one of them out.
One of them out, and the other one is moved around a little bit. Still in the 4 foot, though, probably, right?
Yeah, it's right outside the 4 foot, I think. Just touching it on the top.
So Solem is probably going to guard it again. She really has to protect her shot rock, because if they can take it out, Christensen has 2 other red rocks in the house.
You think the calls for a guard?
I think it is.
It's sort of
yeah.
interesting, because if she just throws a guard, she has to protect that run back of the
Oh,
yellow
yes,
and the red,
yes.
right?
Well, you can't take it all away.
You can't protect
so,
it all,
right.
It almost seems like a second stone in the house might deal with that.
Right. The run back would be only for 1 red, though.
Well, if there's no other stone in the house, the run. Oh, right.
No, you know what I
Depends where
mean.
the
Yeah,
yellow stays, depends
because
where
she
the
would.
yellow goes,
Yeah,
right.
she would tap the yellow one in.
So now they have to choose between trying that run back, which is kind of partly hidden by that guard they just threw, I think.
Yeah, that's a
Or
very
just
good
a
shot.
draw. I think they're going to draw.
Was a very good shot by Solem.
Yeah.
She took those shots away. So Christensen is going for the draw for 1.
So this will be hammer for Christensen.
So the rock is away. Sweepers are just cleaning. Oh, they're sweeping now. It's curling. No. No, it looks pretty good. Well, it looks pretty good too.
And it's a
Nice
good
shot.
draw.
Yes.
So Christensen rather takes her 1 to be up 6-2
On sheet 4.
after 7 ends. Back to 2. Yep, we're going to go back to sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke.
We are playing the skips rocks on sheet 2.
Over on sheet 3, Stubby versus Flippo. Currently 1 Flippo stone on the side 8, 1 corner guard on the other side of the house. So looks like Stubby has not managed to build up a steal here. Stubby has hammer, actually. This is what? This is the 9. So Stubby has hammer.
he does,
so,
yeah.
But only 2 Stubby stones to go here.
So Michigan is calling for a draw. Oh no, for a hit. She's going to hit that yellow rock that's in the back 12 foot. Stay straight. She hits it, but she rolls out. And that was Michigan's last rock. So Brekke from North Dakota has a biter in the front 12 foot, and it's partly covering that short rock in the back 8. She's still trying to go and tap that out. That is her only chance for 2. Rock is away. It's a little wide. They are not sweeping it. Looks like it's coming back now. And she hits it and stays. Very nice rock by Brekke here for 2. So the score on sheet 2 now is 6 for North Dakota and 5 for Michigan.
Over on sheet 3, Stubby drawing for 1. And he gets his 1. Score is 10-4. And they're shaking. So that's the final score on sheet 3, 10-4. Good morning, Jamie. The scores on the various sheets are on sheet 1, Lindgren versus Haig. Currently a score of 6-4. Lindgren 6, Haig 4. They're just coming up on last skips rocks on that sheet on that game. That's a game where Haig is playing for position within the playoffs, but she is guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Sheet 2, Schroeder versus Brekke is currently Brekke 6, Schroeder 5. Stubby game just ended at 10-4 in favor of Flippo, and Christensen versus Solom is currently Christensen 6, Solom 2, and that's after 7 ends. And the scores, of course, are on curling zone as well. We have another end stacking up on sheet 4 in the 4 foot. We've got Solom with Shot Rock on the button with Christensen stone behind it and in front of it. We'll switch back over there in a couple of stones. They're currently on second stones.
So they shook hands on sheet 3.
Hmm?
Sheet 3, they shook hands.
Yep, they shook. Nice draw there by Team Schroeder.
Yep. And North Dakota is going to peel that guard.
Yeah.
She gets the peel the hard way. It's not quite a peel actually. She pushes that red rock into the back 12. Not sure which of the rocks is counting there, Sharon. What do you think? Is it yellow or is it red in the 12 foot?
Looks like red to me.
Yeah.
Oh, in the 12 foot stones?
The 12 foot, yeah.
I can't tell from here. I'm straight on to the one of them and on the side for the other.
All right.
They're calling for timeout.
Calling for a timeout here on sheet 2. Michigan timeout.
From the camera angle, actually it looks like yellow.
Okay. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Definitely yellow.
The viewers have an advantage there over us.
They do.
We have to turn around and look at the monitors. So since we have a timeout on sheet 2, may as well swing over to sheet 4.
Oh yeah. Sheet 4.
So sheet 4, we're on Vice Rocks.
Yep. Red is sitting 3. Christensen. What did she call? She called for a guard, probably to prevent the run back. And Solem is going to try to run that guard back.
Yeah, Solomon a little bit of trouble here. She's already down by 4. She does have hammer this end. A lot of red stones there on the 4 foot.
Yes. So she's going to try to run that red back onto her yellow to get some action in the 4 foot. So it looks like she's going to peel rather. Oh, and she takes one out. Christensen's still sitting 2, I think.
So this is the first of the Christensen skips stones.
Yep,
I think she's trying to go for a hit on that Solom stone on the top 4.
Top 4, yeah. She has to be careful here. There are lots of jam risks.
Nice hit.
Nice hit, yep. Got the little rolls, so she is sitting 4 now. The 4 foot is a little more open now, though. Solon can draw there.
They're finishing up the second stones on sheet 2, so we'll wrap up the end on sheet 4 and then flip back to sheet 2.
All right, so the draw is away.
Over on sheet 1, in the 8th end, Lindgren stole 1, so that score is now 7-4. Lindgren 7, Team Hague 4. Yeah. On sheet 2, we currently just have 1 stone for Team Brekke in the back of the 12. Everything else is clear. No guards, nothing else in the house.
All right, Team Christensen is debating where to put that last rock. Again, she cannot take all the options away because here Solheim has either a draw, straight draw, or a run back, tap back.
Yeah, and if Christensen gets this hit in the roll in, then that's not going to leave Solheim with a whole lot.
With a whole lot of options, exactly, and that's a good call. If she rolls just a little bit to the center line, that will be a great shot.
Right. Yep.
So she threw her rock. They're not sweeping it. They really want to get the inside roll, so they have to wait for it to curl.
Oh, no
So
roll.
nose it.
No roll.
Nose it. It didn't curl as much as they wanted it to. So Solheim has a draw. It's not an easy draw. There's a
You
port.
think she's drawing through the port?
I think she's trying that, yes. With the broom that she's giving, she's calling for the draw through the port.
This is a must make.
It is.
It's a must make, or I think the game is
Yeah.
pretty much done.
Yeah, Christensen is sitting 4 at the moment.
5.
You think? I think that back yellow one is
Yeah,
out counting.
I think you're right. Yep,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, you're right. If she doesn't make this, it's pretty much game over. Big shot for Solheim here. It's wide. Has to curl.
Well, it's
It's
through the
coming now.
port. It ticked. Well, they give up 1. It looks
One.
like.
Yep.
They give up 1. So
That's a pretty good result.
that's a reasonable outcome. Much better than giving up 4. So that was a steal of 1 for Christensen, so the score is currently 7-2.
Yep. Let's get back to sheet 2. We are playing skips rocks on sheet 2. This is North Dakota's first skip rock. So she has a guard on the center line, so she has a good setup for a steal. She's trying to draw around. Sweepers are not touching it. Line is good on its own. Is it going to be heavy or is it going to stop in the house?
Did they shake?
Oh, they did. Yeah. They did.
Okay, so actually the game on sheet 4 is over. I had seen all the elbow bumpings, and I thought they were just encouraging each other.
I guess that's a new shake.
So it appears that the game on sheet 4 is actually over. That's a final score of 7-2.
So North Dakota's draw is in the house. It's in the back 12, back 8, back 12 foot. And Michigan is going to follow her down there, down that track, and try to hide behind that center guard. So Schroeder's first rock is on their way. Sweepers are working hard, it's curling. And she is comes up a little short and touches the guard. So good opportunity here for Brekke for a steal. So I'm not sure here if she's calling for another draw or for a guard to take the draw away. She'll probably try to get a better shot than that. What do you think, Sharon?
So what stones are we on here?
This is her last rock.
Yeah. Last stone for Brekke?
For Brekke. Mm-hmm. Schroeder still has the tap up on her own red rock, so Brekke will probably want to put a rock closer to the pin. Front of the tee line. They're sweeping it. Is it a little light? Line looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good.
Yep. Line's good.
Past the guard to the top 8.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Top 8. So Michigan still has a path to the 4 foot, I think, from the left there on her in-turn. Or she has a tap on her own. I'm not sure with that broom. Yeah, she's playing the straight draw. She just needs to be full 8, actually. So this is the last rock of the end.
I think it's going to need it for line unless they're going for the tap.
I need to sweep it. Oh,
It's going to
crash.
pass? No, I think it's going to tick.
Ticking
Yeah,
the
ticked.
guard. I think this is 2 for North Dakota. 2 yellow, a steal of 2. We'll just wait for the official score. Little team huddle there by North Dakota.
So over on sheet 1, Lindgren versus Haig. Current score is Lindgren 8, Haig 4. I'm sorry,
7.
Lindgren 7, Haig 4. About to throw the last stone for Lindgren. Team Haig has, looks like shot 1 and 2.
Yep.
But they're out in the 12 foot.
Well, there's one in 8 foot, isn't there?
I can't really tell from here.
I think so.
It may very well be in the 8 foot.
And on sheet 2, it was a steal of 2. So the score is now 8 for North Dakota, Brekke, and 5 for Schroeder, Michigan. So North Dakota is calling for a draw in the house, predictably. She does not want any guards at this point.
And Lindgren just made a nice draw to the edge of the button. If Haig can get this out, she'll take 2 or 3.
Yep, possibly 3 if she stays. Alright, so the North Dakota rock is in the house, and Michigan is calling for a corner guard. Shot. Alright, so it's a guard. Not really a corner guard, but it's a long guard.
Haig made the shot, right?
Yep, she did.
So she just took 3.
Sure, 3, yeah, I think so.
So we have a tied game on sheet 1 going into the last end.
And North Dakota is throwing that rock through the house. Michigan skip now calls for a draw behind that guard. She needs to score at least 3, so I think she should probably put up another guard first. But they're sweeping it. She's trying to come to the back, yellow 1 now. North Dakota is going to try to get rid of that rock. Ooh. Looks like she was a little tight, a little narrow. Taking the guard away is not a bad miss
She's
for
past the
her.
guard, though.
Yep, she
Gonna get
is. She's going to hit the back one.
And in fact, not sticking is probably
Better, yes.
for them.
Yes, absolutely. Probably taking the guard would have been better in the first place,
yeah.
but that's okay. That's a good result. Michigan is going to try and come around that guard again. For a draw, that draw looks good. I'm going to sweep it to be counter. So it almost overcurled and it came out on the other side of the guard. But Brekke is making a smart call here. Clear the guard.
No need to get cute.
Yeah, she's calling for the sweeping. Nope, that's the next sheet. And she's clearing the guard. Very nice. No. Michigan is calling for a hit. No, she's thinking about it, reconsidering that. No, she is calling for a hit. So Michigan calls for a takeout on that back yellow rock. That back yellow rock actually is her friend, so she should at least stick around if she's going to take it off. All right, so she takes it off and rolls to the back 12, still counting. Leave it?
What?
You guys leave it?
Not yet. Jeremy and I are going to play again.
Oh. How's he doing? Okay.
Better now.
Okay. No big confidence crisis there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. North Dakota is calling for the takeout on the rock in the 4-foot. Oh yes, they have to sweep hard. It's curling. Good sweeps. And is it gonna jam? Nope, just by the rocks in the back 12. And Michigan is calling for a takeout.
You mean because she has... Yeah. She's down by 3.
She's down by 3.
She needs stones in play.
Yes. Alright, she takes that, but she rolls out. So North Dakota is going to take that red rock.
Over on sheet 1, Haig is putting up guards. We have just a stone of Lindgren's on the side 12, on the top 12. She's starting to clear guards.
Nope, we'll know after the next try. I think so. Yeah. Better.
I'll find out when you guys
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Did you take that rock?
Yep.
She did.
So we're just
Yeah.
pretty empty house. Only have 3 stones to go from Schroeder. 4, yeah, 3 stones to go.
Yeah. Well, she's still sitting there in the back 12, but
This is over curling.
it is. She's going
To
to
jam. Yellow's
take
gonna
her
out
back
one. Yep.
Oh, it's all right. So she's sitting one.
So she needs 3 to tie, and she only has 2 stones left to throw.
One in the house.
Yep. If they make this hit, that would be the game.
Yep. And on sheet 1, North Dakota is clearing the guards, peeling the guards. Alright, so Brekke is throwing her first rock to take out on the Michigan rock in the back 12. It's a little wide. Should come back though on that nice and swingy ice. Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah, and that's a nice hit.
And that's game.
That's going to be the
Game
end of that
over.
game on sheet 2.
They are shaking hands. Can we go over to sheet 1? All right, so we'll go over to sheet 1.
We're going to swing the cameras
they're
over to
done.
sheet 1.
They're done on sheet 2.
Team Haig putting up guards, trying to steal this end for the win. Current score is 7-7.
North Dakota is trying to get that guard out of the way. They've been doing a pretty good job at peeling. No.
And they push it into the house.
Yep, this one
But they
is.
did open up the center.
Yep.
At the moment, Haig is shot rock, but it's only in the 12 foot.
Right, right, in the back 12 foot. She calling for a draw in the house here? I think she is. or another guard. Yep, she's calling for a draw. Got lots of room around that guard, but they are sweeping it for weight. Oh, comes up
just
a
a
little
light.
short.
Oh my goodness, I missed it.
So North Dakota is calling for a timeout here. They're debating whether to come around.
Yes, on sheet 1 we have 3 rocks left. We have we're about to throw the first of the Lindgren skipstones.
Yeah, they just called for a timeout though.
Warm up the draw, practice draw.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so she's calling the draw. It's a good call. At this point, she cannot peel everything that's in front of the house. So she gets there first. It's a good thing for North Dakota.
We'll call the time when they're going to draw behind.
Okay, Mike, we're just going to slow down our announcing. We're going to go back 1 or 2 seconds. We're going to delay what we say by 1 or 2 seconds to catch up with the video.
No, actually, we do have excellent foresight, Sharon. All right, this draw looks pretty good. It does not
it is open.
finish. Yes, it is,
It is
open.
open.
It's in the top 8 foot, and it is open for Haig. So Haig is going to throw a takeout. We'll see if she tries to get a roll to get behind cover.
Which way would you want to roll? You could go either way. It seems like the roll to to our right, the way we're looking at it, would be easier.
Yes, it would be easier.
Leaves more.
Well,
foot, maybe.
but she could. She would have a better shot if she were behind the other one,
It's a little
behind the
trickier to
yellow
get that
ones.
roll. You
It
gotta-
is
you gotta
more
get it just
difficult.
right.
Yeah, you got to get closer to the guards. But it would be a better roll for her. So they're sweeping
Not
it
going to be a
to
lot
get
of roll here.
a little bit of roll. All right, so at this point, Haig is sitting 1 and 2. So North Dakota has to take that rock and stay.
And stick. And
Yeah.
stick.
It's a pretty open takeout, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But we all know how that goes.
a lot of weight.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight. It looks a little bit wide. Will
This
it come
is
back?
not going to stick, even if it hits.
No. And she rolls out and
So Haig steals.
steals one. Yeah.
So Team
steal
Haig already
ones
had a
and
position in the
wins.
playoffs, but this win was for playoff specific positioning within the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So thank you for joining us this morning. We'll be back online at noon for the final draw 23 of the round robin. It's going to be an exciting draw with final determination of who's in and who's out for the playoffs. We'd like to thank one more time our gold sponsors, Dunkin' Donuts of Lexington, Whole Foods in Wayland, Brooms Up Curling Supplies, and we'll see you online at noon.
All right. Thank you for checking in.